And we're recording.
Good afternoon, folks. Happy Thursday.
Hello. How you guys doing? Not that you could tell me anyway, so
Back
it's
and
just
back is back.
yes, yes.
Say that
And
three
that's a
times.
man, baby.
Say that fast 3 times.
So listen, so what we were talking about earlier, and we got kind of a kick out of it. We were talking about this whole thing with Michelle Obama being called a man by the UFC guy. Listen, let me tell you something. You people really need to get some hobbies or something like that. I've sat back and I've listened to people call Melania Trump a cunt, a whore, a prostitute, one of Jeffrey
Child
Epstein's
predator.
one of Jeffrey Epstein's stable,
Right.
child predator, ridiculous amounts of things, and never seen one article about it. Not one. I mean, nothing. This UFC in passing during his interview, he goes, "Michelle Obama's a man," and everybody loses their fucking minds. Do you understand there's worse things going on in the world right now than and the sickest part about this is if she dressed up as a guy, put on a mustache, and asked us to call her a man, we would be remiss if we didn't call her a man.
Right.
And the biggest point about that
See
is
the point? You all meant?
the biggest point about that is you want me. I won't say us. I'll say me because I'm specifically talking about what's going on with my hair back there. That's weird.
It's
Anyway.
a man,
Yeah,
but
but at least you know what? You know what's really cool? I got the right side. Anyway, usually people will do this because it's reversed on the screen.
right.
Anyway, so the funniest part about it is all they ask me to do is to call somebody what they want to be called. So example being, if Michelle Obama was transgender, they want me to call
Call her a man.
right, which that's one issue because I actually do think she is, but that's besides the point. But if she stays a woman and she wants me to call her a woman,
I'll call
I'm
her a
supposed to do
woman.
that. Now, here's the funniest part about the whole thing is I don't have to do any of that. If I thought she was a gerbil, and that's what, no, really, if that's the
That's
way
true.
I saw her, I'm allowed to consider her a gerbil. That's my right. I don't have to follow what she wants me to do.
That's right.
That's not the way it
That's
works
not
here
the way
in
it
the United
works. But
States.
this is what they do. They push it on you. That's why.
It's the whole thing is so fucking dumb, man. Everybody's got such thin skin. You know, wait till you get older. That's when your skin gets thin. Okay, trust me.
Yo, these people probably lost sleep over that.
Yeah.
She was called a man.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Did you hear? You know, it's like, what do you mean? You know, did I hear about Iran being bombed? No, not that. Did I hear about the girl who got raped on the corner last week? No, not that.
About 200-some thousand girls in Europe.
No, not that. Oh, Michelle Obama was called a man. No, that was good because we didn't plan that shit. That was good.
But yeah,
That
was good.
It's so stupid,
true,
man. It's like some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
That's true.
You
That's true.
And now, okay, God, I'm sorry.
No, that's so true. It's a riot.
Yeah,
All of those things. Russia's still bombing Ukraine, but
there's still
Michelle's a
Uyghurs,
man.
which are basically slaves. There's still child labor going on.
Yeah.
There's still,
Yeah.
there's Somali
Wait a minute.
pirates taking over ships. There's
A kid just got
African
shot.
farmers being white South African farmers being killed.
A kid just got shot in the Bronx, but that's okay.
But they called Michelle Obama a man. Oh my God!
It's all over the news.
Come on, I mean, please.
It was all over the news.
It doesn't get dumber than that. It really doesn't. You know, when I was a kid, we had people like Roger Grimsby. Okay, we had people like Hudson Brinkley. I think that was the name, if I remember right. He would always go, "Good night, Jack. Good night, Dave." We had people like Ed Bradley. These were people who reported real shit,
Mhm.
real stuff. Not
How about Walter Cronkite?
Walter Cronkite, phenomenal. Absolutely amazing. These were people who had morals, ethics, and intelligence. Yeah, that's correct. Morals, ethics, and intelligence.
Even one more, and you remember, I don't know if you sound sick.
I mean,
Bill Patel.
What was the dude, Mike, the one from the Inquirer? Mike,
Oh,
I can't think of his name.
The Inquiry was good.
And the Inquirer had more scruples
Yep.
than ABC, NBC, and CBS do today.
Inquiry Minds wanted
Mike, I can't think of his name now. He had the white hair. Mike. Anyway, he owned the Inquirer, and yeah, he had more. And the Inquirer was a known rag. And the funny part was they were right a lot of the time. But
There's more gossip.
well, they were the ones who
Right.
pulled out about Bruce Jenner becoming a female, transitioning,
Yes.
and they did it months before. They were like, we noticed Bruce, what's his
Yeah.
name, Bruce Jenner.
Kate
Go-
was running out.
Well, wait, but she wasn't at that point.
Right.
And it was like, we noticed Bruce Jenner going into a nail salon and having his nails done, and then it was Bruce Jenner was shopping for a wig, and everybody was like, come on, man, this guy was a decathlete, you know what I mean? This guy was like
7
a
times.
man. This guy was on Wheaties, and no, I'm not
Yeah.
doing a Fruit Loops joke. I won't do that.
He was on the Wheaties box, right?
He was on the Wheaties box.
He won 7.
Yeah, he was. I mean, isn't that a decathlete or is that 5? I don't know. I don't even care.
You get a lot. Man.
But this man was amazing. I mean, absolutely amazing. And so for you to turn around and say, now he's becoming a woman. Now think about this. What if he would have went into women's sports as a woman back then, when he was in his top peak form? He would have every goddamn medal out there.
Yeah, back in the 70s when he did this, man.
Yeah. So think about that when you're into like letting transgender into sports. And the other thing I want to point out is you don't have the separation of like times, like winning times. To give you an example, what's her name? Laken Riley? No, not Laken Riley. No. Riley Gaines. Riley Gaines. I'm sorry. Riley Gaines, who was a competitive swimmer, had to go against. I wish I could remember the guy's name. It was a guy who called himself a woman, and he was a guy. Listen, he had a penis. Okay, you have a penis, you're a guy. I don't
I
care
know
who
who
you
he
are.
is. I can't think of his name.
I can't think of his name now. But
Damn it.
Riley Gaines had beaten the former swimming record by, I want to say, 8/32 of a second, something like in that crazy realm. And prior to that, it hadn't been beaten 5-6 years in the past. This guy came in and beat her record by over 36 seconds. 36 seconds. You know why? Because he was 6'3", I think.
Thompson.
Leah Thompson. Is that Leah Thompson? That's it. You're absolutely right.
Sorry,
Leah
it took me a while,
Thompson.
guys, but it's
What's
going.
going on with my hair back here, dude? I should have combed it, I guess. I don't know. Anyway. So Leah Thompson, he's right. No, Leah Thompson. I think that's right. But I'm also thinking that's Caroline in the City. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I think that is her name. Anyway,
But Thompson, I think, whatever.
it is Thompson. I'm probably wrong. But my point being is, you don't see any female to male transgender amazing athletes. There's no such thing. Maybe bowling. I mean, that's about it. But you don't see any.
If a female wants to be a man,
Right. You don't.
still ain't gonna beat that man.
Right. You don't see them on the football field dominating. Let's put it
Right.
that way. The
Right.
way the reverse is. You don't see them in the soccer field. In fact,
Right.
a couple of years back, I believe it was England. I don't know if I can't swear to this, but it was definitely a high school soccer team went against the ladies Olympic with Rupanau or whatever her name is, and destroyed them. Destroyed the women's Olympic.
Yes.
These were 13 and 14-year-old boys beat these Olympic level soccer players and did it,
No problem.
amazingly cleanly without even a question. Another thing is when you get to marathons and stuff like that, you'll always see the more
Right.
masculine women. Anyway, so I'm kind of done with that anyway.
But you're right, though.
Yeah.
Mental.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane. What else can we talk about? Let's say, I don't know. That might be it. I might be done. What about you?
Well, the Knicks just had their parade.
Oh, the
today.
Knicks. Okay, let's see. Now we got another 15 minutes. You just fucked up.
I'm sorry. Well, the Knicks had their parade today, so God bless the Knicks.
Can someone explain to me? Actually, I'm kind of hoping no
But
one
I'm
can.
glad because the
Okay.
fans.
No,
when
wait.
they-
I want to get there.
Yeah, when the games were going on, help us all.
Well, can someone? I'm actually. What I mean by I hope not, because I hope someone like this isn't even listening to my show.
Congrats
Because
to
I
the
think
Knicks.
that you're not smart enough to understand it, and my sarcasm might get a little too far for you. But can someone explain to me how you can take this so far that because somebody wore a different shirt than you,
Mhm.
you beat them up, and not just you, but 10, 15, 20 people jump on a person? because this person likes to likes the way 5 people dribble a ball or shoot.
Right.
I mean, and then to top it off,
I mean, they taught us
these people
Jersey,
who are
Beat
jumping them have no skin in the game. They're not going to win money. They're not going to lose money.
They're not
They got
playing.
nothing.
They're not carrying the trophy.
These are the same ones who go, we won. No, you were never on that court. Okay, let me break it to you. Okay, I'm going to break this straight out. You were never on that court.
You never will be.
Okay, you didn't win anything. You got to watch a good game. Get it right. That doesn't give you the right to go out and beat somebody up because they had a different.
Jersey.
That's no different than a gang.
Rooting for another
You're
team.
no different than if
Right.
you were the Crips and they were the Bloods.
Right.
And he wore a blood shirt or something like that. No different. So remember that when you look in the mirror, that and you criticize gang members and this and that, you did exactly the same thing.
Right.
Anyway, and
That's
so
right. Right.
and
No,
like-
I just wanted to bring up the Knicks because of the parade today, and they deserve it. But the fan,
The-
I mean, they were ripping bus signs off and beating.
I have
each other.
friends who are literally lifelong Knick fans.
Yes.
Me, I'm gonna tell you straight out, I give 2 shits. I don't give 2 shits
Same
about it.
here.
There's no team that I care enough about that it could change my
Thank
mood.
you. Right.
I like watching the games,
Right.
but I
I'm
like
very
watching the games
excited.
because I'm competitive.
Right.
I like seeing movements. So, like to give you an example,
Right.
second game, at the end of the second game, at the very last buzzer, there was like 2 shots that just they would have been luck shots if they would have went in. But it was the most compelling part because you watched the guy lean back and just one hand it up.
Right.
And I think it went off the board if I'm right. I could be wrong. But it was compelling on that level because
series.
for that second, and literally it was a second that the ball went up and hit the thing, it felt like 10 seconds. And it was like, dun, 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 dun. It was insanely compelling.
Yep.
And that's why I watch a game.
Same here.
Yeah, I don't watch a game because
Same here.
I have a pennant up in my room or, I live in a certain state because you can move. I can take the pennant down. Come on, let's not be stupid.
No, but
this-
really, I hear what you're saying.
How
It's
much
so
could you
true.
possibly love another man? I mean,
Right.
come on. I might get it from a woman's standpoint where they think they're in love or something like that. But you're a guy. You're a guy. You shouldn't be crying. I mean, first off, that's something lost. And you sure as hell should. And when something wins, you shouldn't destroy shit.
Right.
That's
the
absurd.
sad part.
And you know what?
Mental.
What irritates me the most, and I got to be honest,
It shows
this-
city,
this ain't what happened as far as New York goes, because generally speaking, the fans that we had there were New Yorkers. So I can't. They were generally speaking New Yorkers.
Right.
But when you get and they weren't really that horrible. They did a couple of stupid things, like they bent the pole or something, and I think they set a bus on fire or something. That they
Yeah,
did.
school bus.
But when you get like Philly,
Destroy
like
guy's
Philly,
taxi.
dude, Philly turns their town into Escape from New York.
Oh my God.
Okay, it's like you got to get over that bridge to make it to salvation.
Philadelphia,
I don't understand that.
California,
Why do you do that to your own community?
Mhm.
You're ruining jobs. People are losing jobs because places have to close down.
Right.
You're not
Yeah.
helping in any friggin' way whatsoever.
Sometimes, the funny thing is, when you said that, those people probably get up, go to work, and go, "Oh shit, what happened to all this?"
Yeah.
I got no job.
It's absurd. It's
Oh, you out
absolutely
there
ridiculous.
site destroying it.
It's really people are just absolutely they're out of their minds.
No,
You know what it is? They
dangerous too.
No, it really what it comes down to is they look for an excuse to not have to act correct. That's all it is. That's all. It's just
Yeah.
I liken it to when remember when we were kids and people would go, "Oh, it's Friday night. I got to go out and get fucked up," right? Why? Why can't you just go have a good time?
Right.
Why do you have to get so screwed up that you're blitzed?
And the next day you can't remember them.
With me, I personally I don't drink. I'll tell you that straight out.
Right.
I don't drink.
No,
I learned my lesson at a very young age,
same here.
and I haven't drank in over
I stopped drinking.
41 years, give or take. I mean, I might have had 1 or 2 nights in between where,
Yeah,
like
like a beer
somebody
and-
somebody talked me into having a shot, and once it started, I could. No. When I went bad.
I know.
I'm not gonna lie. There was one night. No, really. I'm not kidding. There was one night I had 14 shots of tequila, 7 margaritas with a steak. So I mean, I went kind of heavy on that. I'm not gonna lie. But that was one. I think honestly, in 41 years, it's been maybe three times. Three times. Another time was someone offered me a shot of Jaeger, and I hadn't been drinking all night. Once that hit me, I was like, the bad thing is once I get that buzz, I'm willing to go a little further.
Right.
But I'll say this, with the tequila and the margarita, I walked out of that place. I wasn't driving, so it was perfectly okay.
That's the best part.
I was in a great mood. When I do drink, I'm fun. I'm not one of those angry guys who
Right.
love you one minute and hate you the next.
No, right.
I'm a
like
fun
that.
guy.
Right.
I just,
That's
you know,
right.
I just have fun with it.
We're gonna vouch for that.
But I don't understand people who have to take everything to the extreme.
Right.
To the,
You
you
know,
know,
the same way. Now I stopped going on 7 years ago because when Chris got sick, my wife got sick by 2019. Of course, I stopped. And after that, I even totally stopped. So I understand because believe me, why would you want to? There's no need to get like that.
yeah, it's
There's
just
no
not
need.
necessary.
Because I'll be honest, I enjoy. And I used to be called Mr. DJ because I used to rev that jukebox. Everybody loved me.
Oh, dude, this guy was so cool at parties. We would go to parties and we didn't even know these people. I swear to God. We would just
I
show up
remember
at somebody's
that.
parties. This is the truth. I'm telling you straight out. We would turn up at somebody's party, and within minutes, I would look at the DJ booth, and he was back there playing the friggin' music. It was unbelievable. And like he didn't know anybody. And one minute somebody else was there, and all of a sudden Kerry was back there playing music. It was just
I just
unbelievable.
asked Kerry, you ever heard of this song? Do you
Yeah.
have this record?
And then eventually he started looking through it, and then on the next thing you know, he's playing the music. We used to just take over every play. I mean, that's the truth,
But fun though.
but in a nice way.
Right. See,
not like-
like my brother just said, see, like some people when they drink, they're nice the first minute, and then next minute they're good. No, we
Yeah.
weren't like that. We were
Yeah.
not like that. We're the same way we are now.
Yeah.
Fun, happy, just crack jokes, listen to music.
Let's talk a little bit about
Wait,
Carmelo.
tell them about one Jersey when we walked out with the stereo, remember?
Oh yeah, with stereo. Oh yeah. Well, okay. So we were at a party, and we didn't do it for malicious purpose, and we put it back. I want to start off with saying
Yes,
that
right.
we put everything back.
That shit was funny.
But the girl who was throwing the party was so stupid that literally she set herself up. We actually said to her, we said, "You understand? You got a lot of people. You got to watch your shit."
You're wrong.
Oh, I'm fine. Okay. So I had Kerry go outside. He walks around the back. I go over to the stereo. I unhook it, and I pass it to Kerry out the window. He goes around the back, puts it down. I hand him the speaker. Meanwhile, there's no music. There was music, and that is no music. And nobody even noticed.
No, just yapping,
Okay.
drinking. This is in Jersey.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why. They were like, they're out there.
Yeah, Tom's from New Jersey. So then I handed him the speakers. Then I started handing him the album covers. And you want to know how far back this goes? I started handing him the 8-tracks. Right? So
Yeah, they had intro. Yeah.
she had one of those stereos that has everything in it, like it was a cassette, an 8-track, a
I had
turntable,
that.
and a radio.
Yes, I had that. The 80s.
Yeah. So
80s.
we by the time we were done, the whole entertainment system was outside and around the house. So then you go to and you go, what happened to the stereo?
We hooked it up outside.
And she's like, oh my God, so but that was just fun, and we gave it all back, and we
yeah, of
actually
course, we hooked it back
rehooked.
up.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we rehooked it up.
And my brother here hooked everything
Yeah,
back
it
up.
wasn't like malicious. It was
Right.
just to show her that she was being too trusting.
Oh, no, that's one thing. We never took anything. We just made, jokes.
It was always fun stuff. It
And we
wasn't.
always the life of the party.
Yeah, it was always
No
fun
lie.
stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I said, you walk into a party, they like you said, they don't know, and you walk in and
Okay, I want to talk a little bit about this Carmelo Anthony thing going on. There's so many lies out there going on with what they're saying about the Metcalf family. Listen, in a nutshell, I'm gonna run this as quickly as I can. A kid shows up at a track meet with a knife, who's not supposed to be there, and has been suspended from school before for having a knife. Goes into a tent he's not supposed to be in, and it's not something that's normal. It's not supposed to be done.
all right.
Okay. Gets asked by the captain of the football team, he was asked by the coach to help him for the day. So he gets asked by the other kids to please ask this, I'm going to use the term gentleman, to leave the tent. But prior to that, 15 people had asked him to leave the tent. And the responses they got was everything from, no, I'm not leaving, and your pussies ain't going to do nothing, to make me move, to well, all the way up to when Austin Metcalf approaches him, and I guess puts his hands on his shoulder and says, "You got to go," or something to that effect. The kid takes his backpack, puts it against his chest, and reaches his hand in it. He turns around to Austin Metcalf and says, and at that point, I guess Austin had let him go. And he goes, "Touch me again and find out." Or actually says, "You got to make me. Touch me again and find out."
Right.
So Austin goes, "We're at a track meet. I don't want to fight here." This is exactly what he said. You can look up the transcript of the case, by the way.
Right.
And I guess
the way
touched
this is-
his shoulder. This kid pulled out a knife and plunged it into the other kid's chest, killing him. Now,
Murder.
and that's really the entire case. I am
Right.
not making up one bit of it. There was no altercation.
No. As a matter of fact, real quick, the father wants to show you the COVID
The video. Yeah, absolutely. It should be done. It should be done because I would love to see it. Meanwhile, you have a bunch of people lying about this, lying about the facts of it. Everything from Austin Metcalf was on fentanyl. And now, listen, I'm sorry, but if you got to run track, you ain't taking fentanyl.
No.
You ain't. I'm
I was
sorry.
gonna
I'm sorry.
say, man, you're running
know,
track.
If you've ever seen a Bugs Bunny one where they get ether, it's like, wait for me,
Yeah.
Mr. Rabbit.
Yeah.
That's fentanyl.
Yeah.
Right, that's fentanyl.
Yeah.
If you said amphetamines, maybe I go, oh, yeah, I get that. That makes sense. You know, he wants to be fast. Fentanyl?
No.
Really?
No.
Okay, so that's one. Okay, so the other thing is the kid didn't die in his twin brother's arms. Absolutely did. That's the coach says it. The medic said it. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, my
they
cat
had-
is here. He's
Because
hungry.
they had to come over and try to CPR the kid.
I'm gonna kill my cat if he ruins this. Anyway, not really. I love my cat. I'm not gonna. Don't anybody call the fucking animal society or whatever.
Yeah, right.
I'm not killing my cat. Anyway, my cat eats. When my cat eats, he throws the shit around, man. It's like, it's like I wish I could show you. Did you see it?
Yep.
Anyway, he just throws shit around. It's like his head does this and the shit flies. So anyway,
But he died in his brother's arms.
now here's the deal. Here's something I just found out. Check this out. So the parents had a huge GoFundMe, and they made. Now, I've heard 3 different numbers. Okay, I've heard one from Charleston White, one from Dominique Alexander, and one from Sarah Fields. And Sarah Fields, I got to tell you, you're an amazing journalist, absolutely amazing. Just the fact that you can handle
Yep.
everything that's been thrown your way. Listen, you got the balls of Gibraltar, baby. No joke. Anyway, yeah, seriously, and keep telling the truth no matter what goes on.
That's right.
There's those of us who have your back all the
We
way.
got you, baby.
So
Gotcha.
the numbers I've heard was from 685,000 to 845,000 to Charleston White saying it was over $1 million. Now, this is going by their lawyer, their representative, not lawyer, their spiritual representative. His name is Dominique Alexander, and he national something or other organization. It's a grift. He's a grifter. It's a grift. So this is according to him. This is not. You can look it up on YouTube. You can hear him saying it in his own words. I could have put it here, but who's got the time and who wants to listen to him? He says that the reason they got a white lawyer was because it was cheaper than getting the black lawyer. So what they paid, from what I understand, for the white lawyer was $75,000. Now look at those numbers I just threw at you: 60, 85, 847, over $1 million.
Right.
So this white lawyer was going to cost them $75,000. They had enough money. They went to a black attorney that was recommended to them. He wouldn't touch the case. He wouldn't look at it. He wanted over $1 million for the entire case, and they had the money to do it. They could have done it, but he wouldn't look at the case for over $200,000. Now, do yourself a favor. Go back a year ago to when the mother was giving her speech on
Right.
TV,
Right. Remember that?
and then look today from the court. Let's see. She had a major nose job, but not even getting there. Okay, so they had the money to get the black lawyers. It would have been 2 black lawyers who were supposed to be very good, and they went with some guy. I think his name is Will Powers or something like that. Something along that line. They went with him because this way they got the bulk of the money. It's the same reason they wouldn't have let this kid plea a deal, is because once the deal is pled out, there's no reason for any more legal fund. So there's no reason for anyone to have donated. So they made this kid literally run out this court situation and face 99 years. 99 years. That's really what he could have gotten. And to be honest, he should have. Should have. Absolutely should have.
Anybody. It takes a life. No matter what color you are. You take somebody's life, you deserve it.
Absolutely. And to do it in that cold of a manner. Like, there was no threat to him. There was no,
It wasn't one state. There was
Nebraska, life for life.
Thank you.
If you kill somebody, you got life. End of story. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Yes.
You're found guilty, whatever it is, you've got life. So, anyway, these parents who by the way, didn't show up for sentencing, left him there alone,
Terrible.
facing 99 years, made him face 99 years in order to keep their money flowing in. Okay? There's no money worth it that I would put my kid on the line. This kid should have been told that the right legal advice to this kid should have been plead it out. Okay?
Right.
Throw yourself on the mercy of the court and be as sympathetically empathetic as you possibly can. Cry your ass out. Cry, because believe me, it's the only shot you have at a future.
That's right.
Okay? Right now you're facing 99 years. The plea you're going to look at 10 to 15 tops. And half of that you'll be out. And if you really keep your nose clean, you'll be out in 4 years.
Right. But now they gave him 35, so what can he be out?
17. 17 and a half.
That's pretty safe for murder.
Yeah, he's 19, so he'll be 36 when he gets out. 37, something like that. Now he could get out earlier if he falls in good behavior for the next, say, 8 or 10 years. They'll start looking at him for parole around 14 years. Yeah, they'll start viewing him for parole. And if he actually, like, let's say he's real smart, which is the most brilliant thing you could do. Start teaching the other inmates how to read. Start teaching them math skills.
Yeah.
You do that. Now you've become a model prisoner. Model prisoners, you walk out of there 8 years, 10 years.
I was about to say 10, yeah.
The only problem with that, where that's bad, is you become known as someone who's in with the administration, and the other prisoners aren't really crazy about that. So it's a balance. You know what I mean? You don't know. It's a balance. But what I also wanted to say about this is there's a lot of death threats going on, like, and there's these kids. Now, listen, I don't want you to say I'm losing my mind over this, because I'm really not. It's the same thing when they were doing this with Charlie Kirk. You got kids out there doing a dance like they're stabbing themselves in the chest.
It's on video, TikTok, yes.
I mean, think about that a minute. Who raised these kids? That they're so
they're dancing.
They're so freaking desensitized,
dehumanized.
These, to what this family is going through.
Mm-hmm.
That they
lost someone for life.
You know who they are? Let me tell you who they are. They're someone who's crying for attention because they didn't get any.
Just about to say.
And now I'm going to go you one better. And so you think I'm blaming the parents right now? No, it's their own fault. And I'm going to tell you why it's their own fault. It's their own fault because instead of spending time with their parents, they were too busy with their little laptops and their phones.
Right,
the parents, listen, let me tell you something. I spent time with my son. Okay, we went to Kingsburg, New Jersey. We did this, that, and the other. I didn't spend half as much as I would have liked. Not half. My son happens to be very balanced. Yeah, I'm okay, we'll leave very out, but he's balanced. Okay. The reason he is because of the amount of time I made sure I spent with him.
Right.
And he fought it at every angle because he was more enamored with video. And he's got a YouTube show and all that. He's doing pretty well with it. But he was more enamored with that than spending time with the family at times. So it had to be put as a priority to him. So on that level, maybe the parents are a little to blame. But when you're trying to get somebody to do something and they're fighting you to such a degree that the stress is literally giving you
Right.
headaches on a daily basis.
Right.
I get why it doesn't happen, but don't then go and blame the person who tried to make it happen.
And that's the pain.
Don't if you
Right.
just if you viewed your mom and dad as geeks or whatever, that's on you.
I gotta say one thing about the Kingsburg. He took me and my family with him. We all went. My wife, my kids when they were younger. Remember the van? We all went to Kingsburg.
Yep.
You know why? Because we said to the kids, said they come
It's
on.
something to do.
It's great.
It's an amusement park. It's
Right.
a
Now kids
beach.
are older now and they're
It's a
not
water park, and now
blocking anybody.
because they understand empathy, because
Right.
they've had the attention to feel it. These kids don't understand empathy because
No.
the feeling of wanting attention is stronger. That's really what it is. The feeling that they want this attention from everybody is stronger. That thumbs up is more important than somebody who just fell on a skateboard and broke their leg. Like I see somebody fall and I go, "Are you okay?" They see somebody fall, they go, "Give me my phone."
Right. They're taking. Right.
There's an empathy level missing there.
That's their mentality today.
There's something not right.
No.
That you need that attention of somebody going, "Ooh, you took a good video," more so than you would go and help somebody. I swear you this is true, and I'm not blowing my own horn or anything, and I can give you multiple examples, and I won't do it. I do a lot of stuff for people like that just on the street, like just walking down. I see somebody with a package, and I'll help them rather than, or I don't want to say. I really don't even want to say because some of them are pretty. I don't mean to say it, but pretty super nice. Okay, and I don't want to. In Japanese, they say, when you say thank you for something that's done for you, you ruin the gift. And if I talk about this, I ruin the gift on that level for me. So barring that even, I've never ever done something and taken out my phone and said, "Look at me doing this."
Right.
Because I don't do it for that reason. I do it because somebody needs help. I do it because I can help. I can do something for somebody that's
right.
necessary.
We're different. It's a different lifestyle, a different generation.
It has nothing to do with attention.
No.
It's funny that I'm saying this while I'm doing a show, but I got to tell you the truth. I love doing this show, but if it went away, I don't have. I think we have 21 subscribers or
We
something
love
like
this
that.
show.
I love doing it for you guys. I swear. What I love about it, Gene, you make the show. By the way, honey, I got to tell you, you absolutely make the show.
There you go,
Your
Jay.
last comments were unbelievable.
Thank you, Jay.
It was fantastic. Okay, so you keep that in mind and you keep them coming because we
Keep it coming,
absolutely
baby.
love
That's
it.
right. Keep it
We
coming.
wish, and now it's no knock on you because we never want you to stop, but we wish other people would do it as well.
Yes.
We love the interaction, and we're
Love the
here.
comments. Speak.
Yeah, we're literally
Right.
here trying to just entertain, but give some
Have
info entertainment, I guess you'd
Info,
say.
little education.
Yeah, and just like shoot the
You
shit
know,
with you and
right.
let you know what we feel about present society or whatever.
Right.
Um,
Because in reality, these people are not human.
yeah, see,
Especially when you have. I just got to say one more thing. When they got the guy pissing on
on
the
the grave of Boston Metcalf. And what about the guy outside that they arrested that was outside the courthouse
Oh yeah.
that was
The
yelling?
nut.
And
See him jumping up and down.
I got a question here, and I wish somebody would answer this.
What a nut.
Well, no, I got a question. I wish somebody would answer it. Why is it okay to call white people crackers and all of this stuff?
Thank you.
First off, I want to be honest with you. To me, I find it funny. You call me a honky, I'm great with that. That takes me back to the 70s. I love it. Keep on trucking.
Jefferson.
Keep on trucking. You know what I'm saying?
Remember the Jefferson?
You call me a cracker, I get no problem with that.
George
You can
Jefferson.
call me a cracker all you want. I don't break under pressure though. So but why is it that it's okay to call white people these things, but not anybody else anything? And I mean that literally everybody. Like you can't use the S term for. I don't. It's not even. I should just say it, but the truth of the matter is, I don't say it because I feel like I shouldn't. It's just not a comfortable word for me. None of those words. They're not comfortable. I just don't use them. It's not. I swear to God, I defy you. I defy any one of you, any out there. You look me up and you find one example of me using the N-word or any slur for any ethnic, nationality, or religion. Anything. I swear to you, just one. I'll give you $100 because it doesn't exist. I don't view people like that.
No.
I've insulted 1,000 people in my lifetime, maybe more, but never once have I used their ethnicity or
Right.
I insult your characteristics. You stupid. Some way.
I call
You
you
dress
dumbass.
funny.
Right.
What would your mother dress you in the dark or something?
Yeah. Would you get
maybe
dressed by Stevie Wonder?
I might, if you're bold, I might say something like, "You're so bold, I can see what's on your mind." It's stupid stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't mess with religion. And listen,
Joe, real quick, one guy came in on my job, old job. He had one brown shoe and one black. So I said, what do you get? Dressed in the dark? You pay your kind of.
Yeah,
But you know what we call him now? Two shoe Frankie. That's what he used to call him. Right? But you see what I'm saying? It's like,
hey, you see Two Shoe Frankie? Yeah, now you're Freddy 2 times.
right, you're not calling names, and
I don't know. Anyway,
it's funny.
so I guess that kind of call it. Well, anyway, so if you can answer that for me, I'd love to know.
Sure.
I'll give you a great example.
You don't
And this is my favorite example. I love this example. Okay, this is like my favorite one. It's a T-shirt. Something so simple. Okay, so if I put black is beautiful, that's fine. Or black power, that's fine. If I put Latin is beautiful, it's fine. If I put Latin power, it's fine. If I put Asian is beautiful, Asian power, it's fine. If I put white is beautiful and white power, I'm a white supremacist.
Nazi. We're Nazi, racist, white fascist,
Think about that a minute. Think about that.
white supremacy.
It's the only nationality that gets that.
And it's not right no more.
And I don't mean to say this, but scientifically speaking, the white race will no longer exist at some point. At some point, it will not. It's an odds game. All right, I can prove it to you right now. If you know anything about recessive and dominant genes, okay, eventually, everybody will mate with somebody of a different color level, and eventually, the Caucasoid gene will be the recessive because it's the light one. Usually, the dark one's more dominant. Eventually, it will just dilute itself to the point of non-existence. Now, I'm not saying it's good or bad. Don't get me wrong. Don't jump on me. Why does it matter? I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, it's the only one that's that fragile. It's the only one. And it may not mean something to you. It may not mean something to you if you're not white, or if you are white. Because, I won't be here when it happens. It'll be like, maybe 70, 80, 90 years in the future.
Yeah, we won't be there.
I won't be here, but maybe longer than that. But my point is this: don't negate it. It exists, and on some level, that's people's identification. My character does happen to be white. That's my perspective. And do I want my kids to have that perspective? Yeah. If they happen to marry interracially, I have no issue with that.
Right.
But I do want to see the white race continue. That may not be your objective. It's mine.
I agree.
I'm sorry. Again, it's not a racial prejudice or anything. I don't want to see your race stop. I don't want to see anybody's religion stop.
Right.
That's a lie. I got to stop right there. That's a lie. I respect a lot of religions, but I would like to see a few of them stop. And it's only because the way they treat. Only because the way they treat their own
Women
followers.
and children.
Yeah, and on that level, I would like to see them stopped. Or, if they could just adjust it and be a little more human. That's all.
And that would be perfect. Because in reality, we're all human.
It's funny. I just had a problem with someone who happened to be Muslim, and it was over a girl. Okay, but the way they were treating a girl.
One thing real quick, brother. Folks out there, be happy he's still here because I know the story.
Yeah, I would have been in jail.
He's in jail.
Yeah, I would have been in jail.
That day, he was
I was
ready to
getting
kill the
there.
guy.
I was really
Oh
there.
my God, thank God he's still here.
Yeah, I was actually right at the edge of it. And I never did this before. I never turned around. What it was,
No, it takes
I don't want to tell the whole story because
No.
I don't want to
But
bring.
it takes you.
If the person
lot to get
watches
this
this, I
man.
don't want them. Yeah, I don't want them to feel. But basically, someone was critiquing someone very close to a Muslim girl, in terms of relationship, was critiquing their clothing. And to be honest with you, they were saying that a shirt, a really pretty shirt that was down past her elbow, wasn't enough to cover her. And I guess the argument got a little heated or whatever, and they started screaming at each other. And I kind of had enough of that. Okay, it was enough.
Yeah.
And so someone came to break it up, and I let it go. I didn't hurt the guy or anything. I walked away. And as I walked away, this person who went to break it up, walked away with me to try to explain to me the situation. And he was like, it's our religion, and this is the way we do things. And I said, listen, let me tell you something, okay? I respect your religion. I really do. I absolutely respect your religion. And I respect it to the level that I don't get involved with it. I don't judge you. I don't, that doesn't mean I have to like what you do. I don't judge you as a person with your religion because you were brought up that way. That's not my issue. But the way you treat women, it disgusts me. And I would never really do that under normal circumstances, but I had to kind of make this clear. I said, I think it's absolutely disgusting that you treat someone who brought you into this world as a second-class citizen or a third-class citizen for that matter.
Right.
I said, I think what you do is absolutely immoral, and I know you call it religion, but it absolutely isn't. And I said, the other thing is I don't understand why you come to America, and this, again, you're going to say Islamophobic, and they'll talk, I'll have them on the show and tell you. I said, I don't understand why you come to America knowing that when someone turns 18 or 21 here, they have the right to do what they want to do, not what you want them to do. If you needed to keep this person under wraps and under a leash, you should have stayed where you were, where the laws meant that. Okay? Here, that's not the way it works. This person is over 18. She gets to decide what she wants to wear. Okay? You have no say over that. And that's kind of where
she's dressing. She wants to.
My bird liked that.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so we ended up we were going to stop at 8 minutes. I'm fucking real. We were going to stop at 8 minutes. It's now 42:23. Let's go get some food.
We hope you enjoy it, folks.
Listen, guys, we love you. Gene, I hugs.
Gene.
Hugs, baby.
God bless you.
I loved the combo. It was beautiful.
Yes.
It was absolutely beautiful.
Thank you, Gene. Keep them coming, okay?
Listen, honestly, just one day. So on the last one, we got like 4 likes, and it was really cool. And it really, really made my day. I don't need you to do it. I really don't, but it really does make my day. I'm not gonna lie.
It does. We like to hear.
Yeah, well, I love to see the thumbs up, and comments would be awesome. But at least throw me a like. I mean, it's not that far from me. It's like right down below the friggin' screen.
Please.
All you
gotta
do is hit a button, and the thumb goes up.
Please.
But it really does. It makes my day. I would love to see.
Yes, it does. It makes
Listen,
my day.
the most we ever got was the last time was 4. Sometimes we get none, absolutely none. And it's all right, I get it. You don't like us, but no. But on average, we get 1. I would really love to try to get just one day into double digits if we could do it. It would really, really. I would go. What do I have to tell you? I'll do something in order for you to do it. Listen, if I have to do something like down a soda or some crap like that, throw it in the comments, and I'll tell you. And you just guarantee me that I'll get over 10, and I'll really consider doing it. I won't do anything with spices, so forget that shit. Okay, I don't fuck around with that stuff. But
you see me hit the floor.
All right, you guys have a great day.
Enjoy your weekend, folks.
Later, people.